guys, so today is going to be my June favourites. If you read my blog post in May, you might recognise some of the things popping back up again, but that is just because I have genuinely been loving them and using them so much. So let's jump right in. Firstly, I'm going to start off with a non-makeup item, and it's the only non-makeup item that I have, and it is these Quay sunglasses. So these ones are in the style Dream of Me, and they are just so cool. They have like this little cat eye bit and they're just really cool, and I have been loving them. So I also got a pair of My Girl and there are like 5 on my wish list. The next thing on my favourites, which was also a favourite from May, is my Shade Light palette from Kat Von D. I'm sure you've seen so much about it, so I won't harp on too much, but it's just 3 highlighting, 3 contouring shades. The powders in this palette are so well formulated. They're quite powdery, but they're really nice to work onto the skin. They blend really well together. They create like a nice warmth. The shades are just awesome. Like, you have this cool tone shade which is perfect for contouring, which isn't going to be too ashy and it's not too warm. This one here, which is a bit warmer, but these two are really light, so I use them in conjunction. Then this one's a really deep shade for darker skin tones. I just think that you have such a great variety here of contouring and highlighting shades, and I really love that. You all probably know by now that I love the Makeup Geek foiled shadows. They are my favourite shadow formulation, and I have 2 in particular that I wanted to talk about that I have been using quite a lot. These are not the new foiled shadows, these are the ones from the like original lot that they came out with, which is Showtime, and this one here, which is Grandstand, and they are just unlike any eyeshadows that I have ever tried. They're so pigmented and shiny. Grandstand is one that I use all the time. Like, I'll use on the mobile lid and I will put a warmer colour into the crease, and I absolutely love it. I've just swatched those on my hand for you there. So that one there is Grandstand, and that one there is Showtime, which is a beautiful like reddy burgundy shade, which I used all over the lid as a smoky eye, and I will hopefully have a tutorial coming up where I use that shortly. Another favourite that I have been loving since I received it, and I am so late to jump on this bandwagon, but it is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is the liquid one in Moonstone, and it is just perfection. It's the perfect amount of shimmery and, you know, glowing deliciousness without being over the top. I don't know if you could see that, but it's just lovely. I will add it to my foundation, like 1 part illuminator to 2 parts foundation, and I can even use it after I've done my foundation, just when I've done it, and I will put it onto my beauty blender, my disgustingly dirty beauty blender, and I will just dab it onto the high points of my face to add like a real wet glow. My other favourite is my Mary Lou Manizer. This has been a favourite for life. Like, it is just stunning. It is this perfect champagne highlight. You just can't beat. There is nothing better than Mary Lou, but this has been my favourite highlighter for months. I said not shimmery because it's quite finely milled, it doesn't have noticeable glitters, but it is just shiny and delightful. I have also been trying out another primer, and I showed this in my haul video, and it is my Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizing Primer. This one here is in the hydrating version, and it is gel-like consistency, and it sits really nicely on the skin. My foundations sit really well on top of it. It just feels like you have splashed yourself with water in the face. It is so nice. Another thing that I'm super late on the bandwagon for, but I have been adoring, is my Mercier translucent powder. I got the small version because I wanted to make sure that it was everything that everyone else said it was. I am so glad that I finally got this because it just sits so well. It's so finely milled. I have very slight creasing under my eyes, but that's just from my wrinkles. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. There's no powders that will hide that or fill that. This does not make it worse, unlike any other powder I've tried. It is my favourite setting powder. Another really cool thing that I received this in the mail actually, and it's a new eyeshadow from Estee Lauder. It is in Cheeky Pink, and I think it's going to be coming out very shortly, but it is this beautiful iridescent pink shade that kind of goes between silver and pink depending on the light. You can't really see it very well in the viewfinder because my lights are so bright, but it is beautiful. I really like it. This isn't out yet, but I will add that information into the description box. Another favourite that I've been loving this month is the Rollerlash. I just have a little sample of it because I bought it off of a friend, but the Rollerlash just makes your lashes so fluttery. It reminds me of the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I prefer the wand on the Tarte one, but I prefer the formulation slightly on this one. It doesn't take as much work. It gives you those fluttery lashes without having to go over it a million times, and you really have to work with the Tarte one. But with this one, you just slap it on and it's good to go, and it just looks awesome. So I really love the Rollerlash. I'm going to be picking up a full tube of that. I feel like I'm so late on the bandwagon, but this is seriously another thing that lives up to the hype. This one is the Clear Brow Gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is like hairspray, ultra hold for your eyebrows. I just take off a little bit of the product and then brush it through my brows after I've used my dip brow, which I just absolutely adore, my medium brown dip brow, and it just keeps your brows in place, and I just absolutely love it. I can use it on days that I'm not really doing much, and it just makes sure that none of my hairs go worry. You know, your brows look great in the morning and then you get home from work or whatever and your brows are like all over the place. Not with this. I have two more things to talk to you about. And one of them is this NYX lip liner. This one here is in Peekaboo Neutral. I got it because of Manny MUA, but I have just been loving it. I have been wearing it so much. It's this beautiful muted warm pink shade. It glides really nicely onto the lips, if not a little bit hard, similar to the MAC pencils, and it's just a really beautiful colour. I can wear that by itself, I can wear it with some lip gloss, and I just absolutely love it. I highly recommend that. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about is this product here. This is the Kerastase Elixir Ultimate Beautifying Oil Cream. This is similar to a BB cream in that it has hair healing properties, so it has a slight shimmer to it as well when you put it through your hair. Very slight, you can't see it, it's not like noticeable glitter, but it just adds a really nice gleam to the hair and makes it look really healthy. My hair's not the healthiest at the moment because I'm trying to go lighter, so we're kind of in the process of really whitening it and taking it quite light, which obviously is quite damaging, and this has been a saving grace to making me not go crazy. And I highly suggest it for people who have drier, more damaged hair. If your hair's quite healthy or your hair gets oily quite quickly, I would make sure that I just kept it on the ends and I wouldn't take it up towards the roots, or maybe I would just avoid this altogether because it is quite emollient and it can weigh your hair down if you use too much or if you put it on your roots. Like, you need to be quite specific with where you place this. So I will just take a small bit on the palm of my hand there, and I will just work it into the ends of my hair, and it just makes your hair feel so much nicer. Like, I will put it on when I have just gotten out of the shower and when my hair is still damp, not wet but damp. Love it. Like, today's not a very good example because I let my hair dry naturally and it's just crazy, but I will see you guys in my very next video. Bye!